Hi everybody, I'm Tara. We're just starting out with a march today. Nice, easy march to get your body warmed up. Sitting nice and tall in your chair. Your bottom's about halfway out of the chair. Just lifting those knees up and swinging those arms to get started today. So after about 30 seconds, we're going to change the movement a little bit. We're going to step our feet out and in, still swinging your arms, still sitting up nice and tall with the crown of the head to the sky. Just stepping out and in, little tap. Sometimes it takes a few minutes or so to get used to that movement. It's kind of like scratching your head and your belly at the same time. All right, now we're going to speed it up a little bit. Get those feet moving, lifting those knees up, out and in, up and down, out and in, whichever works best for you. Just speeding it up here to get that blood pumping and the heart rate moving. Having a little fun. Now we're going to kick out in front, reaching the arms, following the legs, sitting up nice and tall, really engaging that core right here so that you don't lose your balance and wobble all over the place. If you need to, keep that foot lower. Kick a little lower to the ground. You don't have to kick up high. Then reaching the arms up overhead. You can decide where you want your arms here. All right, y'all, so here we're going to move through a series of arm and leg movements. You can see I'm doing single leg, double arm, or single arm, single leg. You choose what you want. Whatever you're feeling for your workout today, it's up to you. All right, guys, we're changing exercises here. We've been working for 30-second intervals. Here, you're basically sweeping the countertop, using those arms, extending them nice and long. You can add in a leg here, tapping out, or keep the feet planted right in front of you and just do the arm movements. Now we're going to work the side of our body, doing some lateral movements. You're just going to reach up and down, alternating sides. Feel free to add the foot kick in there. If you want to have that foot kick in, you can, again, keep your foot low to the ground or just keep your feet planted. You don't have to be moving the feet there. But remember, keep that belly button tucked in toward your spine, keeping that core engaged. And finally, we're going to do a little rotation segment here, just sitting up nice and tall. Remember, when you're seated in a chair, you want to have those hips engaged or your glutes. Keep those glutes engaged while you're twisting, while you're rotating. You can also add a heel lift and a toe tap. Up to you. All right, we're really working here, guys. Your body is nice and warm. You've moved into a chair squat. So you're just pushing up through those heels, standing, and then sitting back down, using those legs, using those hips, driving up through the heels, standing nice and tall, and sitting back down into your chair. Okay, you've got your 10-pound medicine ball here. You're going to do a basic deadlift. We've done this sometimes standing up. If you have been to chair classes before, you do this seated. You see that I'm seated halfway out of my chair, but I'm pressing my hips into the chair so that I don't fall out. feet are wide and you're just reaching down with that ball, keeping it close to your body and pulling it right back up using the hips and the back here. Remember to drink your water, cool yourself from the inside out, especially during the summer months. Hydrate, hydrate. Okay, you're in a standing position now. You've got your hands resting on your chair and you're just pushing your heel out toward the wall behind you, lifting that leg and extending it nice and long. Think about using your hip here. You want to put your mind to your muscle. You can also rest your forearms on your chair or your wall, whatever it is that you're using. You're also welcome to try to balance here. All right, so you're on the opposite leg now with your hip extension here, and I'm showing you that I was using my wall as opposed to the chair. You can see my hands are placed on the wall and reminding you to be sure and put your mind to your muscle using that hip here, using that glute. Okay, you can also put your forearms on the wall and keep extending, pushing out through that heel to the wall or whatever it is that's behind you. Excellent job so far, you guys. I can tell that you're really working hard on your end. Here you have continued with your hip work. You're standing up, but now you're at an angle. The camera doesn't catch the angle so well, but imagine that your nose is a 12 on a clock. I'm kicking out to about a 4 or 5 o'clock angle, if you will. Imagine a clock. This time the legs stay straight. The movement is still coming from your hip. Okay, keep the foot lower if you feel any pain in that hip or the lower back. Nice smooth movements here. Now you switch sides and you're going to do the opposite hip. On this side, again, remembering that your nose is a 12 o'clock mark on a clock. So on this side, you're kicking out to about the 7 or the 8 on the clock. Again, keep those feet lower if you feel any discomfort or pain in your back. We don't want any pain. So now you're using your elastic band. This is a fun little tool. We're going to work our biceps here. You can see I have my hand resting on my thigh just above my knee, and I'm gripping that band with my thumb. If that's uncomfortable for you, you'll see in just a second I'm going to switch my grip. You can also use your hand and just grip the band. That's a little more challenging just because you've got to kind of keep your balance there. So think about which grip works best for you. Remember that as we're working here, y'all, these are 30-second intervals. So if you get tired, feel free to take a break at any moment. Give yourself a little drink of water, take a deep breath, and just reset yourself. In this exercise, you see, keep your shoulders down. Try not to let them get up into your ears. If you feel they're jumping up into your ears, especially if you change your grip, then take a break, relax, and reset. Great work on the upper body here, y'all. Here I have put the band on the outside of my hands. I'm not using any kind of finger strength there. You see my fingers go nice and long. I'm pressing outward into that band for my resistance and just reaching up and down. You can keep those feet kicking or you can plant them and just do the upper body here. Sit nice and tall, keep that belly button tucked in. Remember, be sure and hydrate, guys. Okay, so here we've moved on. We've picked up our medicine ball. You do not have to do this exercise with a medicine ball. If you start to do it and you feel any pain in your lower back or anywhere, put that medicine ball down and just rotate side to side, keeping those hands in close to your torso from pocket to pocket. Keep up the hard work, y'all. You're almost done. Again, using your medicine ball here, you're stirring the pot. Imagine a big cauldron of something delicious, maybe some caramel for some apples, and you're stirring that pot. Put that medicine ball down. If it bothers you, I'm going to show you from the side here just so you get a side angle. Trying to keep that torso nice and straight and tall and strong. Working in the opposite direction, stirring the pot, you can put this medicine ball down at any time. And also, you can make your circles smaller. You see mine are pretty big circles. I got me a big pot of caramel. But if you want, make your pot smaller. Feel free to adjust based on you. You guys have done most of the hard work. Now we're moving on to some balance and coordination. Here I'm just tossing my very lightweight ball up. I started by tossing it lower and now I'm tossing it up higher. You'll see me move from side to side here, shoulder to shoulder. Just really working our coordination, eye-hand coordination here. Now what we're going to do is work a little bit of balance. You've got your chair nearby. You can either have your hand holding onto the chair or you can float your hand above the chair. I've got my ball just as a little guide, something to hold on to, and I'm lifting my heels. You notice I've got my feet in a staggered stance. Imagine a railroad tie in between your feet or a 2x4. You want your feet on either side of it and you lift and lower those heels. So switching sides, again, you can have your hand on that chair or you can float your hand above the chair. You've switched your front leg and your back leg. You can see I switched my chair. Again, lifting and lowering that arm. If you don't want the arm, don't use the arm. Excellent work today, you guys. I hope that on your end of the screen you are feeling strong. Remember, this exercise video is about 15 minutes in length, so you can do it twice, 3 times, whatever you're feeling up to that day. The equipment we used was a 10-pound medicine ball. Take that heavier, take it lighter, whatever you're up to. Our resistance band, and our small lightweight ball for our balance exercises. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. My email is in the description on the YouTube channel, and you can also subscribe, or if you liked it, give me a thumbs up and be sure and share the video with your friends. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.